Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this probably one of my favorite, if not the favorite shows of the year, because I actually get the chance to put this one together without Ron Wong. You know, I mean, we got fishing shows and everything, but this is me, and it's all me and Shelby McCall, the show producer. The world circumstances have created this. Normally this room would be at least 6 guys in here making turkey noises as we talked spring turkey, but due to station rules and the rules of the country now, we're 6 feet apart. And I'm here alone, but Bill Cooksey, of course, would be here as a co-host, but he's not here in person, but he's on the line in Jackson, Tennessee. Bill, we've had a lot of fun so far, haven't we?
It's been a good time, and I get to stop every break and owl hoot and listen for birds. I'm out scouting this morning. It's the first sunny morning I've been home in about 3 weeks. So.
Oh, well, I'm in here, and me and Shelby, and the curtains are drawn, as I said. Well, it just worked it out. I said, let's put these 2 guys together, because I don't know of 2 guys that have more compassion, really. All these segments, we got great segments coming up and everything, but these 2 guys right here, one's family's been in this business of turkey call making custom calls for over 120 years. And when you say Tom Turpin, you know that's turkey. And then the other guy on the line out of Calico Rock in God's country has still written the Bible of turkey hunting that now that I get old, I can't even pick it up. It's gotten so big, it seems like, with all my notes. I used to have it in a certain room at the house, but I can't get down to pick it up now. So, but the Turkey Digest and the man himself is Jim Spencer and Steve Turpin. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Larry.
Okay, we got to have a little music before we start. Okay, just do whatever you want to. That's it. Just keep going. I love it. Oh, I love that. Hold on. Shelby. Okay, that's good. Oh. Is that not good? That's not good, Cooksey? I mean, you know, that's...
I'm not getting in with those guys. My calling at best sounds like a beagle running a rabbit.
Well, what's the name of the beagle? I thought I heard it in there once, you know, so, no. Let's talk to you guys. I know Steve would normally be here, the highlight of our year, to get all you guys together. I know, Jim, always special to have you with us.
Thank you,
the passion that you've had for this sport. So let's talk a little bit about that. The passion is still there, and the way the sport has changed. We talked earlier, Bill brought up an interesting subject. Yes, we can talk about calls, which we will with Steve Turpin, but our shotgun shells, our patterning, and everything like that in the last 20 years. When you look at turkey hunting yourself, when you started, and there were very few turkeys, well, there's still very few in Arkansas sometimes, it feels like, but talk about the technology that's come into this thing, because, you know.
Well, it's amazing. In the past 4 or 5 years, it's really taken a different turn with the innovation of tungsten super shot.
Yes.
I'm now shooting turkeys with a 28 gauge, believe it or not.
A 28 gauge. Now, Bill believes it.
I'll never pick up a 12 gauge again in the turkey woods. And you know, I'm shooting them with 9s where they're legal, 7s where in states that require it.
Yeah.
And it is a solid killing 45-yard gun. My 28 gauge is.
Okay, we talked earlier that
it's just amazing. You know, when I first started turkey hunting, Larry, the old friend of mine, Gene Denton, an old past president and chairman of the board of NWTF, used to tell a story that he used to get to his turkeys just behind the shot and just before the wad. Shot one, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what you had to do. You just basically rendered them unconscious, and you had to go out there and beat them to death with a tree limb or stomp them or something.
Yeah.
But this stuff we've got now, the heavier than lead stuff, and just the improvement in the lead loads, it's just phenomenal what it was. I don't even worry about it anymore. I pull the trigger and then I start putting all my stuff back in my vest. You know.
Well, we started this show with Charles Petrie killing his first bird with a 10 gauge. You know, so we've progressed from a 10 gauge to a 28 gauge. Of course, I know
people that are shooting with 410s.
Yeah, who said that? Somebody said 410. You know people that shoot.
Yeah, I've got several friends that shoot turkeys with 410s and kill them at 40 yards.
You mentioned that, didn't you, Bill? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're. Go
I've
ahead.
got a little 410. Once I get it back from my best friend's son, I'm going to start patterning that with some TSS because it weighs about 4.5 pounds, and that'd be fun to carry.
Well, anything that lightens the load for us old geezers,
Amen.
I'm so glad that Walmart's going to start an hour earlier just for us now. So, the toilet paper won't be near as heavy at 6 a.m. in the morning as it will be at 7. Let's switch over here. We'll come back to Jim and Bill at the same time. Let's talk to Steve because, Steve, I don't know if anybody that your family, when you go back and look at all this and what your family's done and how you have kept that thing going for so long. I mean, your Turpin family. Talk a little bit about how you. I mean, man, you look great. You've lost me. I mean, it looks like
I've lost 117 pounds.
You look wonderful, man. So now you can carry your 10 gauge. Now you've created a problem, though. So you don't need that lightweight gun. But no, just kidding. Talk about from your perspective how much you can. Do you still have that giddy up and go and look forward to it like you did?
Oh yeah. That doesn't never go away from me. People ask me every year in January, you starting to get fired up for the season, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I stay fired up. I mean, if you ever see my Facebook post,
yes, yeah,
I'm doing this stuff all year.
Well, it goes back. It's your Uncle Tom and your grandfather Inman, your daddy Hunter. I think he was there when you killed your first turkey.
Yep, Shelby Forrest.
And Shelby Forrest. I want you to mention that because Bill, I know, knows this, and I know Jim knows everything about turkey hunting, but, that's Shelby Forrest was the home. That's the home of turkey hunting in Tennessee because I was out there when they trapped them and moved them around, and you still hunt there, don't you?
As much as I can. Last year it was underwater most of the season, but just something you had to deal with.
And one of the things, the Turpin Yelper, let me talk about that for a minute. And I know Jim knows this, the story of the Yelper, because
I've got 3 of them.
I heard one of them. You said it was your beagle, but I thought it was you. So
Beagle,
yeah. But I got a Turpin collection here. It's not the easiest thing to play, but of course I was in the band. I played trumpet, and so I have a lot of problems. Sometimes I think I'm playing the call like I used to play the trumpet in college. But it takes the skill to do that. So talk about the Turpin trumpet.
Okay, so basically, it's the same principle as a wing bone call. It's a suction based call, but
yes,
but wing bones are inconsistent the way God makes them. The bones are bigger, smaller size holes, and a trumpet is a wing bone of controlled dimensions. So if you cut it the same dimensions, you can get a consistent sound. And it sounds like turkeys. They like it, and it's very effective.
You got one with you there?
I've got a box call next to me. I don't have a yelper next to me.
Come on, Steve. Turpin without a trumpet call. Come on.
Oh,
now.
I do have one. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, hang on. Now, hang on in radio is like, is he coming back? I hear it.
It's like Charlie Daniels not having a fiddle.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. I got you. Okay. All right.
And
All
it's a different sound from any of the other calls we use.
It is a different sound, isn't it? And
mm-hmm.
and so what's Jim? What's your basic call? What's your go-to call?
Well, all apologies to Steve, but I like to whack on a box call.
Okay.
It's just always have. It's old. Of course, wing bones and trumpet calls are traditional old calls too, old school calls. But I'm not good enough on a trumpet call to use one with much confidence. I've killed a turkey or two with them, but I'm a box call guy, and I've usually got a diaphragm tucked in my cheek for when I'm handcuffed.
And so what's the right distance for you guys?
For the kill.
Yes.
For the shot. For the setup.
Yes. Yes, for the kill.
I want him inside 30, don't you, Steve?
I like him. Yeah, that's a good range. You know, my gun is capable with this new shot of
Yeah.
realistically killing them farther than you really need to be shooting them. But I like to get them up around 30 yards.
What'd you say, Bill? You say get a rifle?
Go ahead.
No.
I didn't, but I consider them it's a 40-yard game.
Okay. Yeah.
And over that, I don't feel like I beat them even if I kill them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
What-
If you're gonna shoot them at 70 yards, get a rifle.
Well, that's
What?
What? Go ahead.
Well, one of the advantages of, if you're hunting a lot of fields, it's easy to misjudge.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So if you've got a turkey, you swear he's at 40 yards, and you got to make the kill,
Yeah.
and he's actually at 50 instead of crippling him, you've got enough firepower to kill him.
Yes. Well, the technology, I'm always reminded of one of my favorite movies, True Grit, when Glenn Campbell goes in the woods with his rifle and comes back with his turkey, that there's nothing left of it. And John Wayne's talking about that's not the way to kill a turkey there, whatever he called Defoe or whatever his name was. But, again, we're talking Jim Spencer, Steve Turpin, and our good friend Bill Cooksey on the line. Before we let you guys go, the passion is still there. Steve said, Jim, you've been doing this a long time. What's your schedule look like this spring?
Well, let's see. Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Missouri again, Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota.
Oh, man, that bike's going to get hard to ride after a while. I can tell you that for a fact, yeah. Hey, guys.
About the motel situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, that Jim's book, believe it, I'm no jesting aside, that digest, what was it, 2003? It was early 2000, wasn't it? When did you write that book?
2003, I think.
How many printings is that thing in now?
Well, it's in the second printing, and it's sold about 30,000 copies, which is phenomenal for an outdoor book.
Yeah, for an outdoor book, and it's still available. So if somebody if you really want to get into this sport, guys, one thing you can go out and visit with Steve if you can find him at Sportsman's Warehouse during this time of the year. You probably can't, but you can go to his Facebook page. A lot of great pictures. Steve has and that Facebook. What's your Facebook page?
Well, it's the Turpin Custom Game Calls.
Turpin Custom, yeah. And so, Jim, for your information, if somebody wants to, I know I went to Amazon to look to see if there it was,
Yeah, it's on, you can get it on Amazon, and it's on eBay. A good friend of mine is selling them for me on eBay. Before we get out of here, Steve, I wanted to tell you it's an honor to be on radio with you, buddy.
It's mutual here.
Oh, my goodness. Now we're really getting good now. They'll be swapping now. I'll have to pay for this now. So, no, I really wanted to set this thing up, and for you guys, both of you guys have meant a lot to me in my long career. I'm hanging on as a geezer could be, only a geezer, but I'm excited. All right, buddy. Thank y'all. Have a great one. We'll stay in touch.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, Bill Cooksey wants to say something. Go ahead, Bill.
Now, look, for those of you out there who aren't readers, pick up Jim's book. I read it every year before season and sometimes during season, and I promise you'll get more out of reading that book than you will from all the videos you've ever watched. Yep,
yeah. And that Bad Birds is not a bad book either. Okay, Jim, I'm throwing that in there too, Jim, okay? I mean, I'm trying.
Checks in the mail, guys.
Well, we don't take checks here anymore. Okay, all right. Y'all have a great one. We'll talk to you. All right, let's take a break. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Bill Cooksey hanging on with us. We're going to shift gears and head up to Paris Landing. Keith Hickman, somehow he puts together my two favorite things, golf and turkey hunting. Be right back.